Now another week, another reminder that people don't watch Star Wars. They watch YouTube videos talking about Star Wars. So here I am. It's starting to feel like work, by the way. How do we get through work? Something's missing. There we are, Uncle JJ's medicine. I don't know that it's going to make it till the end. I might be able to. Gonna have to do one finger pours from now on. So this is episode 6 of The Acolyte. Yeah. Also, disclaimer, this is me talking about The Acolyte episode 6. If you haven't seen it by now, well, I'm going to talk about it. Though by my opening statement, does it matter? Probably not, so stick around. We'll come back to May and Saul in a bit. For now, let's concentrate on Osha and unnamed Sith guy. Darth shirtless. Darth thirst trap. Darth swimming in the lagoon going, hey, would you like some cake? It's lonely here on this island. If there's anything you want to, do, pass the time, just let me know. Dark side can be fun. Glad he did a little bit of lore drop and kind of explaining what his armor does for people who didn't know about it from Legends. Though he does say it blocks out external sensory to just leave you with the Force like those Padawan helmets did. Which again, I find to be bullshit. To be clear, I actually like the concept, because the whole concept of Jedi, right? Force users, meditation, becoming one with the Force, power of the mind over matter, mind over the body. I humor the idea that the Sith would find a shortcut hack way around that, not have to go through the mental fortitude. They would want the quick and easy path. If they could find a helmet that could just do it for them, fair. But is that what the youngling helmets did? I thought it just blocked your eyesight. It's a helmet that blocks out all sensory input except for the Force. It leaves you with the Force. Except for the previous episode where it blocked out the Force. It blocked Saul's ability to read his mind, his thoughts. So I guess it also blocks the Force? I don't know, anytime you have a dark side user going, hey, here's my dark side story, here's how I got here. Can't help but have that be interesting. It's a Star Wars hook. Tell me what you got. Why are you here? Plus, this dude has a big old back scar. It says his former Jedi master gave it to him, which doesn't look like a lightsaber did that. This looks like a big old rusted piece of metal in a junkyard cut him. But if we're dealing with a Sith who's going to corrupt Osha, possibly bring her over to the dark side and become a Sith apprentice herself, I would feel more tension if I knew what Osha was all about. I don't even know that she knows what she's all about. There's no feeling of tension, internal struggle. Just feels like she's like, all right, I'm sitting around here and you have some pretty good stories. Tell me another one. That D, though, feels like more of a curiosity from her part, not in that being seduced by the dark side kind of way, but reading a Wikipedia page about something interesting kind of way. That's why character consistency is important when you're trying to build tension. When you have a couple scenes happening in tandem that are all built around the concept of tension. We're supposed to be like, oh, is Osha going to turn to the dark side? Oh, is Saul going to find out that that's not Osha, it's actually May? And in the end, I just didn't care because I don't feel the characters really care. We're dealing with characters who have, May in particular, who has flip-flopped their ideology on a dime, like within 30 seconds. I want revenge against the Jedi. Oh no, my boss actually wanted revenge against the Jedi. I want to reconnect with my sister. I'm going to turn myself over, hand myself over to the Jedi until the Jedi try to arrest me, and then I'm going to resist arrest. Back to reconnecting with my sister, then I'm going to knock her ass out, leave her on that hostile planet. Now I look like I want to kill Saul, but I've had opportunities to kill him now, and I haven't. Does she really want to? We don't know. We don't know because she doesn't know because the writers don't know. And they're trying to make May out to be the sympathetic character when the little sniffer groundhog was like, oh, that's not her. I can smell her. In a world where Saul is failing the whole sensing that she's not his old Padawan, whom he would definitely be familiar with, Feng, in this episode where the Sith guy, when he's in his lagoon, can sense Osha's emotions, but I guess Soul can't sense May's emotions. Can't be like, I sense a disturbance with you. It feels like you want to kill somebody in this ship. Wait, you're not her. One would think. All right, let's turn to the sniffer tracker. Sniffer tracker's like, I can smell that that's not her. Should I A, go report this to the Jedi who could actually take her down, or B, run up and punch her leg and step on her foot? The answer is clear for this show, my friends. I don't even have to say which one happened. You already know. And they treat it like some sort of bullshit sitcom. He steps on her foot, the droid sprays her in the eye. She's like, well, how about I factory reset you? So basically, Saul knocks her out with the stun gun, but the little sniffer guy's right there, which implies that he communicated with Saul somehow and was like, it's not her. To Saul's credit, when he got onto the ship, he did try to contact the Jedi. He tried to holo FaceTime. I imagine to tell him, everyone's dead. They're all dead. By the way, the Sith are back, I guess. But they had this whole, can you hear me now? Am I getting a signal here? Kind of thing going down. To be fair, it's not just communications. The whole power outage that happens on the ship. Still, Very convenient. Why is there a communication disruption? Well, because otherwise the Jedi would know about the Sith. Why did the two sisters have the exact same haircut? Because the switcheroo wouldn't work otherwise. Yeah, but why though? Also, how long was Osha unconscious? How hard did May push her? She was unconscious long enough for May to get her clothes off, then wear her clothes. Then Smilo Ren, which internet calls him, I think it's pretty funny, gets her, puts her on a ship, flies to some secluded planet. That's a Disney Lucasfilm thing, right? Knock someone out, take them to some other location that's so god-awful far away, and hope the audience doesn't ask the question, wait, how long were they unconscious to get from there to there? So at the end of this episode, Saul starts acting really weird. He's talking to May like he's a supervillain. I don't know that it's intentional. That's how it came across. That green Jedi lady was like, hey, we're locking onto your coordinates, and he just shuts it off and goes into light speed right before they arrive. Why not get her help? Why didn't Saul just wait for the ship to come, talk to the green Jedi lady and be like, hey, this is what happened. Also, that's actually May, that's not Osha. And he doesn't know that Osha was taken by the Sith guy, or that the Sith guy even lived through the bug attack. For all he knows, Osha's still down there on the planet. So Osha must be down there. The Sith guy was eaten by bugs. She might be getting eaten by bugs right now too. We need to go. We need to go help her. Instead, he was like, let's punch it. The fuck out of there. He either doesn't care or he has a copy of the script and he's pretty confident what to do next. I'm at the tail end of editing this video right now. I felt like I must be missing something. So I rewatched the dialogue between Saul and May when she's on the table. And he says, we have to find your master. We have to save Osha. But first, for the life of me, I don't know where he learned that information. I'm not going to rewatch the whole episode. Makes me feel like I'm missing something. If I am, go ahead and tell me. And Green Jedi lady and that one Padawan are like, all right, let's see where this all went down. How did the others find this place? They walked a fucktillion miles and needed a tracker? Pretty sure we can stumble across it in 5 minutes. Yes, the forest looks pretty big from here, young Padawan, but I know something you don't. And you will learn with time and experience. It's actually just one soundstage. It'll be fine. They stumble across all the Jedi, which to their credit, they did notice they were killed with lightsabers. I didn't think they would. Green Jedi lady's like, what do you think happened, Padawan? I'm paraphrasing here. But Padawan was essentially like, well, they were chasing an assassin who looked like Osha, turned out to be her evil twin sister, chased her to this spot where she was going to assassinate a third Jedi, well trained in the Force and fighting, implies that she had a master. I don't think she would be able to do this. Someone else did this. I think Saul snapped and killed everybody. Occam's razor, I guess. Yeah, sure, detective. She plays it off like that's a big accusation, but she's acting sketchy and weird as well. Wasn't she the one when there was like, oh, so there's this Osha double, this twin sister out there who's killing people, obviously with the Force. Wasn't she the one who was like, let's not report this to the High Council because they'll report it to the Senate. Let's just kind of be quiet for now. Moments like that make me think maybe she is the Sith Master and that's why Saul took off before she got there. And you really see how numb I am to all of this. Osha puts on the helmet at the end. It's like, ooh, is she gonna be a Sith? Well, I didn't feel any of the tension leading up to that. However, the two of them, Osha and shirtless Sith Trap, definitely recapturing some of that Reylo energy, because if there's lightning in a bottle in Star Wars that you want to recapture, it's got to be that Reylo energy, right? Yeah, sure. Osha definitely feels like Guy Pearce from Memento. So she just forgets what happened that day. This guy killed people you became friends with. Not only that, but Star Wars being the tale of morality, the struggle between good and evil, right and wrong. This guy corrupted your sister into committing murder. On principle alone, you should be like, nope, you're bad news. I could have reunited with my sister. We've lost time because of you. And the whole May posing as Osha thing on the ship with Saul was useless, meaningless. It was the big hook that the last episode left off on, and nothing happened with it. You could have just had Saul apprehend May at the end of the last episode and it would have been the same result. Difference is we could have saved ourselves half of the episode length. So yeah, That's episode 6 of The Acolyte. An episode that's built to thrive on tension, but has no tension because the show doesn't know how to build characters or tension. In order to have tension in a scenario that's like, oh, will they be pulled this way or that way? Your characters need consistency. They need a compass. These characters just go anywhere, so it didn't feel like anything. Everyone's validated, nobody's wrong, which means there's no wrong choice to make, which means there's no tension. So what are the odds that Sith Reylo's master is actually one of the witch moms from The Acolyte episode 3? 2 episodes left, rest assured. You add up those last 2 episodes that they're gonna do, smash them together, still not as long as 1 episode of House of the Dragon.
Count on it!
Alright, so The Acolyte episode 6, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.